Some dangers arrive only after life becomes easier. You gain stability, authority, room to choose. Slowly, the world stops interrupting you. Fewer people question you. Consequences become less immediate. More of life becomes private. Success is not the sin, but success can remove friction. And when friction disappears, freedom can become insulation. Marcus Aurelius feared this danger in The Purple of Rome. King David reveals what happens when private desire gains the machinery of a throne. Marcus did not write about power as an outsider. He wrote as Caesar. In the 6th book of his Meditations, he warned himself not to be transformed into a Caesar or dipped in purple dye. Purple began as something an emperor wore. It could become something the office pressed into his character. Marcus did not tell himself to abandon authority. He told himself to remain simple, good, serious, just and strong for his work. The danger was not the robe. It was becoming the man the robe permitted. The list is deliberately ordinary: goodness, justice, kindness, proper work. Marcus answers imperial glamour not with a grander image, but with character no title can manufacture. He had seen another possibility in Antoninus Pius, a ruler who could use comfort without display, live in a palace without depending on pomp, and carry dignity without performing rank. That distinction matters. Rest is not corruption. Safety is not cowardice. There is no virtue in manufacturing hardship merely to feel severe. The question is whether truth can still interrupt you after your position makes interruption inconvenient. Before success, necessity may enforce discipline. Deadlines answer for you. Scarcity limits you. Others can refuse you. As authority grows, those restraints can weaken. What looked like character may have been circumstance. Marcus kept philosophy close because power could not be trusted to correct itself. His task was to remain the man duty required, rather than become the man status allowed. He feared the purple entering the soul. David's palace shows the warning ignored. 2 Samuel creates a deliberate contrast. It was the season when kings went out. Joab, servants, and Israel went to the campaign. David remained in Jerusalem. The text does not call remaining behind the sin, but the distance is clear. David was removed from the field while retaining authority to move everyone else. One evening, he saw Bathsheba. He inquired about her. The answer did not leave her anonymous. She was identified as the wife of Uriah. Information placed a boundary in front of the king. David crossed it. He sent messengers. He took what his authority made accessible. And when Bathsheba became pregnant, the private decision could no longer remain private. David summoned Uriah. He asked about Joab, soldiers, and war. Then he tried to send Uriah home, hoping visible facts could be rearranged around the concealed act. But Uriah would not go. The ark, Israel, Judah, Joab, and servants were in the field. Uriah refused domestic comfort, while those to whom he belonged remained exposed. His restraint did not make discomfort holy. It revealed that he still understood himself as answerable to something beyond appetite. David had greater freedom. He used that freedom to escape consequence. The failure expanded. Hospitality became manipulation. Concealment became command. A sealed order traveled to Joab in Uriah's hand. One protected desire made an entire hierarchy carry its cost. This is the shadow of success. A private permission can travel farther when power clears the road before it. The chapter does not end by admiring David's control of events. It ends with a judgment. What David had done displeased the Lord. Success had not removed accountability. It had only made accountability easier to postpone and more costly when it arrived. Yet power had not erased David's moral judgment. It had redirected that judgment away from himself. So Nathan came with a story. A rich man possessed many flocks. A poor man had one small lamb, raised within his household and loved like family. When a traveler arrived, the rich man did not take from his own abundance. He took the poor man's only lamb. David saw the injustice immediately. His anger rose because he believed the story belonged to someone else. Then Nathan said, "You are the man." The palace still required a voice that did not depend on the king's approval. Here, Marcus and David must not be made identical. Marcus tried to confront corruption before it governed him. Do not become what rank permits. David received confrontation after power had helped him conceal. Confess what authority enabled you to hide. Stoic self-government is not biblical repentance. Marcus returns to reason, duty, and disciplined character. David is brought before sin, judgment, confession, mercy, and consequence. But both expose the same practical danger. The person least interrupted can become the person least able to see himself truthfully. So keep truth within reach. Not merely people who agree with you. Not rituals that protect the image you already hold of yourself. Keep close the duties, texts, practices, and relationships capable of interrupting private permission. What form of accountability disappeared as life became easier? Who can tell you the truth without being punished for it? What permission would look plainly unjust if someone stronger used it against someone weaker? Success does not prove that formation is finished. It makes unfinished formation more consequential. The goal is not to distrust every comfort. It is to remain answerable after comfort makes scrutiny optional. What helps a person remain answerable after success makes scrutiny optional? Share your answer below. Subscribe to the Principal Forge. New videos weekly. Step into the forge.